After last episode where we couldn't stop conceding, we have turned that on its head and we've conceded only 1 goal in 5 games. And on top of that, Chumpitaz is absolutely on fire. Let's get into it. Welcome back then guys, here today for episode 75 of our Road to Glory series here at Kaiserslautern on FM21, and as I've just said in the intro, we have certainly turned our form on its head from last time out. 1 goal conceded in 5 games, our strikers are scoring goals for fun, life currently is going a lot better than it was in last episode. Of course guys, if you missed that last video as well, we took on Stuttgart and also Red Star Belgrade there, taking on them in the Champions League. We'll link right above it so you can see exactly how we did get on in those games. And of course guys, if you do enjoy today's video, do make sure to chuck a like down onto it. And if you want to keep out any more of my content such as the Red Devil Revival, then do make sure to hit that subscribe button and to ring that notification bell to be notified whenever my content here on YouTube goes live. Now then, we can get straight into this video today. We have 2 matches to take part in, a German Cup match up against bottom of the league, FC St Pauli, and also we take on top of the division, RB Leipzig. So we've got completely different types of matches today, one against the weakest team, one against the hardest team in the league. So it's going to be a completely different contrast of matches. Hopefully we can get 2 wins in them. We'll have to see how we do get on. But in terms of our schedule and what happened in both last episode and in between that episode and today's one, it's been damn well good. It most certainly has. Of course, we began last episode off with that disappointing 2-1 defeat to Stuttgart, only our second defeat of the entire league season, but a very annoying result nonetheless. We didn't really create anything and we deserved to lose it. We bounced back with a phenomenal 4-0 smashing of Red Star Belgrade and our first clean sheet in what felt like forever. And then after that, we've taken on 4 games, 3 in the league, 1 in the Champions League, and we've won all 4 of them. And we've scored 11 goals in those 4 games, so almost an average of 3 goals per game. Really, really good football, it most certainly has been. And you'll see a name that is reoccurring in all these games in Fernando Chumpitaz. He has scored in 5 games on the bounce now, after a couple of episodes ago that he is very inconsistent here and there, but when he wants to play, he's absolutely amazing. He has proven that in recent matches. He just cannot be stopped right now. And I'm hoping we're going to see some more goals from him today. Inevitably, now we won't. But we took on Mainz, what was a local derby. We spanked them 3-0. Really good showing. A hat-trick from Chumpitaz in that. We then played away at Augsburg. Augsburg, who are near the bottom of the league. And we beat them 2-0. Goals finally from Edward. He's finally got his first of club. Hasn't done much else other than that, though. And also another from Chumpitaz. We then took on Porto in what was first v second in the group stage. We beat them 3-1. Really good showing. Tags of Hikmet and Chumpitaz again with the goals. And then we've literally just played Freiburg only a couple of days ago in-game and we smashed them 3-0. Another clean sheet. Goals from Hikmet again, who's actually in decent form too. Chumpitaz again, and also Jamie Lawrence. So life currently is absolutely wonderful. We're back in the top 4. We're 3 points off of first position. Leipzig, who if we beat today, we will possibly leapfrog depending on goal difference and everything along those lines. And also hopefully we'll just be able to keep ourselves in the top 4, which is our minimum aim for this season. For the Cup, we have St Pauli, who we take on today in the second round, and the Champions League, we sit top of our group by 3 points. Somehow Red Star Belgrade on the side, which sit in second place. But for the first game today, it is the German Cup match, and we're playing with a squad as such. There's a lot of rotated players in the team. I'm looking to give a few youngsters a match here and there. It's Bernd Leno in net, our backup keeper. Ricardo Ley and Bierlich are at the back. Ley I want to start today. Zielinski, who you probably have never ever heard of. He is a 17-year-old right back who is really, really good. He's actually more of a natural right midfielder, but he's a very decent right wing back. And I've been training him. He's joined the club at 15 and he's finally allowed to play this season. And he's already 2-star current ability with 5-star potential. And I'm hoping we'll get to see some match from him. He's played, I think, 2 games already this season. He's played well in both matches. so I want to see more from him today. It's then Liuzio as the DM, Salah in at left back. It's then Forsby, Cosme and Hikmet. It's then another new youngster, Simon Jensen. We signed him, I think, in this transfer window from a Danish club, or maybe in last January. He's just turned 17, so he can finally play. He's a very decent striker, and also is playing, of course, Chumpitaz alongside him. So that's how we're lining up. Let's get into this game. Can we get a win to start the episode off with? I certainly hope so. We have to give Jensen a number. We'll give him number 29. There we go, that'll do. That's not a problem. And in we go then. St Pauli away. They are an okay team. Don't get me wrong, they are, of course, in the Bundesliga, but they're bottom of the league. They're on horrendous form, so I'm expecting us to get a job done here, even with the rotated side which we've put out. I'm going to point the finger. We're favourites for a reason. No one really cares. They don't have faith in them. And everyone's looking pretty decent, so that's a good sign there. But you can see St Pauli, having lost 4 of their last 4 games, really not going well for them whatsoever. Whereas we've got 5 wins from 5, so happy days for us. Hopefully we can convert another win here today. Out we walk then onto the pitch away at St Pauli's ground. I want to say their stadium's like the Millerntor Stadium or Stadion. It might not be. I might be getting accused with another ground in Germany, but I'm pretty sure that was what their ground was, at least a few years back. It may well have been changed in terms of its name. But so far, opening 15 minutes, we have our first highlight. Not much has really happened, but Jensen, the youngster, I'd love to see a goal from him at age 17. That'd be really cool. He'd probably be our youngest ever goal scorer if he does score today. Chumpitaz on it. He hits it. He's hit the bar. Oh my goodness, that man has got so much confidence about it. He is going for everything wherever possible, and more often than not, he's finding the back of the net. He scored, I think, 2 consecutive hat-tricks, because of course he scored one up against Red Star Belgrade in that last episode where he scored 4, and in the following game up against Mainz in a derby, he then scored another hat-trick. I don't think I've ever had players do that where they score consecutive hat-tricks, but he's just on amazing form, he really is. Jensen here, Cosme tries to go for a bit of a risky pass, doesn't really come off in the end, but Bielik now with a weird ball in space. I have not been impressed with Christian Bielik since he's arrived. He has really kind of flopped, although we only paid £2 million for him, but I thought he'd be a lot better than what he is, and he so far has really not proved to be very good at all. St Pauli are on the ball, by the way. They look like they might be able to create a chance. Muller here. Now it's Moshek, I think, in a lot of space. Anderson, they definitely look like they can be creating a chance in a second. Anderson puts it in, and St Pauli take a shock lead. Lucas Dashner, I believe is how you pronounce it, makes it 1-0. His first goal of the season, of course it is. And we go 1-0 down to the league bottom of the Bundesliga. Not ideal. We have a highlight straight afterwards. Can we get an instant reply? I certainly hope so. I do not want to be trailing St Pauli for very long, especially considering how many youngsters we have on the pitch. They could get a bit nervy. But Salah on it now. Come on, Marco. Puts it in. It's a mistake. Chumpitaz. Oh my goodness me, how did the keeper recover that? The keeper cocked it up and I thought it was going to be open there, but somehow Chumpitaz doesn't find it. But Ricardo Lay, he gets a goal anyway. Cosme with the corner. Ricardo Lay heads it into the back of the net. I've mentioned in previous episodes how good he is in the air. We have Jamie Lawrence and Ricardo Lay, both 6'7", 6'8". They're enormous, a pair of them. And another goal, his second of the season. I think between them they got 6 or 7 goals. So far in the half, not much else has really happened. We just kind of proceeded through and now it is half time. Nothing else to really mention. I'm going to go and say to them, I'm not happy. It's not been good enough. We've been poor. We need to see more from us in this second half. I am also going to sub off Bielik. I've not been happy with what I've seen from him. We're going to get Jakub Lidin onto the pitch instead. It's a straight swap, nothing too drastic, but just hasn't impressed me today. Really hasn't. A lot of misplaced passes, which for someone who's supposed to be a ball-playing defender, supposed to be really good on the ball because he's naturally a more defensive midfielder. Not good enough from him. St Pauli though on the ball. Salah wins it back. Good challenge from the Leeds man. Good to see him actually doing some decent business. He's really not settled in very well. He's really struggled to get any game time at all. Whenever he's played, he's looked quite poor and quite average. But I want to give him a game, try and get him some minutes on the pitch. We have the ball back now. Hikmet with it here. Come on. What are you going to do with Hikmet? Plays it up to Chumpitaz. Can he get a goal today? He's gone a bit too wide, I think. And has he really just struck that far wide? Oh my goodness me, that was awful from Chumpitaz. A very frustrating match so far. I'm going to go and encourage them, and I'm going to take the youngster Simon Jensen off. He's had an okay game, but he's young and he's only just really still settling into the team. So we get Edouard onto the pitch. Scored a couple of games ago. Can we see another goal from him today? highlight straight afterwards making that change. St Pauli on the ball. It's been put in. Lidin's headed it clear. Okay, Abubakar on it now. There's a lot of space on his left flank. We've got to be careful here. Lidin heads it clear once more. And again, we don't win that second ball. St Pauli are not out of this game at all. They have certainly put up a fight. Rasmussen on it. Abubakar again. It's blocked. Surely a chance to counter-attack. Chumpitaz has it. Come on, boys, please. Come on, Fernando. It's played to Odson Edouard. It's so many players bobbing forward. Please find someone, Edouard. He's got to. What's he going to do with it? He's lost it. Zielinski instead puts it in. Chumpitaz. Oh, my goodness me. How have we not scored? There's a highlight. Hang on. What's going on in this free kick for St Pauli? It's put in. We've headed it clear. Chance of counter-attack. Come on, Edouard. He's fresh on the pitch. Got fresh legs. He can run for days. He's quick anyway. What's he going to do with it here? He's done his man. Come on, Odson, please. Please. Yes, he's got the goal. I mentioned about the fact that he finally scored a couple of games ago. He has another one to his name. His second of the season. Lovely little dink finish. Did all the work there himself. Fair play to Edouard. Completely does this defender up here. Just goes past like he's not even there. Lovely bit of play. And a lovely little finish from Odson Edouard. Lovely, lovely stuff indeed. Let's make our final substitution then. Luizio. Oh, do I get him off the pitch? He's booked and he's knackered. Yeah, we're going to get him. Actually, I haven't got... I guess Forsby can go there. And we'll get Amiri onto the pitch instead. Thankfully, there was no goal while we were making that change. Because there is a highlight on the go right now. Let's see what does unfold here. Fingers crossed it's not going to be us conceding. Zielinski on this right flank. I really do like this young kid. He looks really promising. He really does. Forsby inside. Cosme, even not Coste. That's the Romanian kid. This is the Brazilian one. Cosme puts it in the back of the net. Surely now that is dead and buried. If it's not and someone we throw this away, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. I'm just going to go to cautious. We're going to go full on time wasting now. Lower the tempo. Be more disciplined. We have 5 minutes plus any stoppage time. We've made this far more difficult than it should have been. And there's a bloody highlight in the 91st minute. Do not concede now, lads. Please. It's put in. Forsby's headed it clear. Maybe another chance for us to really seal this game up. That's an awful pass from Edouard. I have no idea what he was doing there. He had so much more time and he just completely lost that ball and wasted it. But Zielinski wins the header. Edouard on it again now. Up to Chumpitaz. It's been lost. St Pauli have maybe a chance, maybe not. Okay, now we've got the ball back again. I think this is going to be our highlight then. Chumpitaz on it here. He hasn't scored yet. Can he make it 6 games in a row with a goal? It'd be good if he can do. I have a feeling he probably won't. Although maybe he might do. It's still the highlight going on. Chumpitaz! He has done. Literally saying I don't think he will. He gets the goal. His 12th of the season. 6 games in a row he has scored in now. The record keeps on going. Lovely stuff. We're just going to see this game out now. Surely that's going to be game over. Final minute stoppage time. We are through to the 3rd round of the Cup. You look at the stats. It was a very comfortable game. But it didn't seem like it based on the highlights. Even so, outstretched arms. Well done, lads. They're all over the moon. Of course they are. Really good performance. Hopefully a nice little morale boost going in to what, in my opinion, is the bigger game of today's episode away at Leipzig. Can we get the job done against them? Let's find out. I'll see you for that game very shortly. Right then, here we are for our second game of today's episode, and we are lining up as follows. With it being such a big game, taking on RB Leipzig, we're having to pick as good a side as we can do. It's Misic in net. It's then Lawrence and Ricardo Lay at the back. After Lay scored the header, I feel it's fair to start him again for this game. Nico Williams comes in at right back. I've put Zielinski back into the reserves just because, of course, he's such a young player. Luizio is starting at DM. Franco back in at left back. He's then Amiri, Cosme and Tagsev in the midfield with Edouard and Chumpitaz starting up front. Both the goal scorers from last match. Let's get into this game. Hopefully we can avoid defeat. I don't mind taking a draw here up against Leipzig. It's a very, very tough place to go. They're having a phenomenal season. We need to see if we can just make sure we don't let them beat us here today. One other thing as well, guys, hopefully you can't hear there's music being played by one of my neighbours at the moment. I have turned the gain down on the microphone, so hopefully you don't pick it up, but if it does, that's why it's going on. It's a very lovely day, and I'm spending it indoors at the moment, because of course I am. But here we go then. RB Leipzig away from home. They're on good form. We're on good form. We all are. Can we get a result here? I think Leipzig have actually just lost in the Cup, so hopefully we can capitalise on that. Franco, by the way, doesn't win that header. Chabot wins it instead for Leipzig. We get away with a very early chance there for them. By the way, we've had our draw for the next round of the German Cup. We've got Wolfsburg away. So Wolfsburg, much like St Pauli, having a poor season. They're down the bottom of the league. So hopefully we can get the job done over them as well and get into, I think, the quarterfinals of the German Cup. I think that's the next round after the third round. I can't remember how many rounds there are for it. But so far, unlike the St Pauli game, this is a much quieter match. Half an hour in, only our second highlight. Amiri with a corner here. It's headed clear. Will we get the ball back? It looks like we will do. Tagsef on it now. Come on, Edvard. What you can do? Edvard to Ricardo Lade to Amiri. Come on, Nadir. And what's he going to do? He plays it to Edward. Surely it's got to be a goal. Oh, what a lovely goal. He's third of the season, second in as many games. He's done nothing all season. Camera switches on today. He's like, you know what, boss? I'll finally actually put in some shifts. 2 goals today. Lovely stuff from Odsonne Edouard. Amiri, what a wonderful pass this was. He just waited for it at the right moment and Edouard timed it perfectly as well. Lovely little finish into that bottom left. We take an early lead in this first half. But there was a highlight pretty much straight afterwards. It's a mistake actually. Williams up to Chumpitaz. Surely it's got to be a goal. It is. What an awful bit of play from RB Leipzig. A complete cock-up at the back. Now, I've no idea what they're doing. Nico Williams was absolutely just thumps this ball. Really good bit of quick thinking from him here. Upamecano, what was he doing? Williams, great play from him though. Great control as well from Chumpitaz. He could have squandered this. He could have maybe played it as well to Edouard, but he does the smart thing, rounds the keeper. Gives himself an easy finish. 7 games in a row the boy has scored in now. He's just extending that record out bit by bit. It's very good news indeed. And at the moment, I think we're now 1 more goal away from actually leapfrogging Leipzig in the league table based on goal difference. So far, a very good half that is. Only 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Happy with that. Going to point the finger, going to say don't let your levels drop. Pretty much most lads agree, other than Tagsev and the 2 centre-backs. I say to them all, you weren't that bad. Everyone is looking motivated. Very happy with that team talk. There's a highlight straight away. Leipzig with a very dangerous free kick. What's going to happen here? Collado on it. Collado, by the way, is the top goal scorer in the Bundesliga. We get away with that. Thankfully, goes straight to Misic's hands there from that Leipzig player. I don't know who struck the ball, but we got away with that one. I'm going to make a substitution then as a result. Amiri, I'm going to sub him off, I think, for Forsby. And I'm also going to sub off Tagsev from Firmek as well. Double change, nothing too drastic. See if it can help us out. And obviously try and keep Leipzig out in this game. Another free kick. We are giving away so many set pieces right now. Misic again gets another decent save. Leipzig definitely having a few more chances in this half. But none they're really creating from open play. They're all just set pieces. We're obviously giving away far too many fouls. I wonder, can I tell the lads to stay on their feet or am I already doing that? I'm already doing that, so I can't even get them to try and stop giving away as many challenges. Unfortunately, they just seem to be giving away a few too many niggly little fouls. Hopefully we don't end up seeing a red card or anything stupid or a penalty, because that would not be ideal. But Leipzig, the highlight's still going on here. Vagnoman on it on his right flank, and it's gone out for a corner. As a result, it looked like he kind of tried to play it off of Franco there and try and win the set piece, which he has done. Anything from this one, or will it just fizzle out? Collado puts it in, and we head it clear. Once again, probably going to be in the highlight as a result. Indeed it is. We've got another highlight. Again, Leipzig something the ball. A throw-in this time. They like their set pieces, don't they? But they're giving it away from this one. Are we going to get the ball back ourselves and have a counter-attack, or is it actually another Leipzig chance? They've looked far better in this second half. They've really kept us out. Not much at all to see from us whatsoever. Vagnoman on this right flank again. This time he does get the cross in. And it was a mistake there from Misic. It went over his head. Are they going to get something from it? I think we've gotten away with it. I really have no idea what's going on from that highlight. The highlight is still continuing on. I still don't think we've actually seen the chance yet from this one. So I presume we are going to see something else occur from it, which is a little bit worrying, to be honest. Okay, Leipzig on this left flank. Over to Jaeger now. Williams blocks the initial cross. And I thought it wasn't over. Indeed it wasn't. Jonathan David gets Leipzig very much back into this game. It's 2-1 now. Not ideal. It really isn't another highlight. Oh my goodness me. Where is a much more action-packed this half. It most definitely is. Firmek on it here. Inside to Liuzzo. A lot of space on it right. Come on, Nico Williams. Lovely ball. Firmek, is he in onside? He was as well, and he's wasted it. I can't believe it. The line kept his flag down. Unbelievable stuff. The fact that he did not score there. Right, we're going to make our final substitution. I believe we're going to tell Firmek to go more supportive. I'm also going to get Cosme off of the pitch for Eggstein and make him go more supportive as well. We're going to go to balance. We're going to go to time wasting, more disciplined and lower the tempo. We have 15 minutes to try and hold out in this game. Can we do it? We have done actually for the next 10 minutes since making those changes. We're going to go to proper cautious now and full on time wasting as well. Come on, final few minutes. Can we see this game out and get a really damn good 3 points away at Leipzig? Into stoppage time we go. We've not seen anything else. I think we might do it. We have done. I am astounded. I can't believe we've just beaten Leipzig at their ground, considering how poorly we've just played. Leipzig had way more chance than us. You look at the stats, probably we got away with it in that game. It should have been a draw. We were very lucky to come away with all 3 points, but I will definitely take that. Outstretched arms. Well done, lads. They all look over the moon. Why would they not? Fantastic result. Do we leapfrog Leipzig? I presume we probably don't. We do not, but we move up into third. We're a point ahead of Bayern, who do have a game in hand, so likely they will move top of the league. But a very, very good performance from us right there. Absolutely chuffed with that. Of course, hang on, I was just about to say Bayern probably will win their game in hand. They've just been smashed 5-0, so ignore that. No, they won't. That is some good news for us. But Dortmund now are the team we are all chasing. In terms of our schedule, what we come back for next episode, it will be Dortmund, who I've just said are top of the league. So next episode, guys, will be Dortmund at home and Lyon away in the Champions League, and what will probably be the decider for our Champions League group. That'll all be coming in next episode. Overall though, guys, that brings this video today to a close. And I've got to say, 2 very decent performances. Initially, that St Pauli game I thought might not be going very well, but we managed to turn that game on its head and make it much more comfortable than it seemed initially. And Leipzig was a little bit fluky, I'm going to be honest. It was. There's no real questions about that. We got away with that one. It probably should have been a draw or maybe even a Leipzig win. But we got all 3 points somehow. That could prove to be a valuable 3 points come the end of the season. We'll have to wait and see. But guys, I really do hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have done, make sure to like down onto it. And if you want to keep up to date with any more of my content, such as the Red Dot Violin, do make sure to hit that subscribe button and to ring that notification bell to be notified whenever my content here on YouTube goes live. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time.